Na, 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 na. Yes, folks, that is the Jurassic Park theme song. Honestly, overrated movie, but this is Fog Football. We're not here to talk about the movie, we're here to talk about the comparison that was made to the Brendasaurus, because he's been labelled a dinosaur for his comments yesterday. Now, if you want to take part on the poll that's on the channel about it, go and vote. Go and vote. It's there. We'll probably react to that later on tonight, because of course we've got a spicy midweek action coming up, that is for sure, folks. Brendan Rodgers, he's been urged to apologise for his comments yesterday. Now, if you've been, I was going to say living under a rock, I mean, you don't have to necessarily be living under Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson not to have heard these, because like most people that probably watched the game yesterday, you either celebrate it or you went, that was pish, and then went back to celebrating because your team's top of the league. So either way, you might not have seen this, but the reality is Brendan Rodgers, at the end of his interview, referred to the BBC Sport reporter as good girl, because she wanted him to explain what he meant by that the media is writing their own story and their own narrative about Celtic's season, and she's like, well, what are you on about? And Brendan's like, you know what I'm on about. And it just became a bit of, well, you know, I don't know, you know, but you know, and I know, a bit of mumbo jumbo. She wanted Brendan to explain, Brendan wanted none of it, and when she essentially kind of gave up on Brendan explaining the story, even if it was like, oh, good girl, right? And should Brendan Rodgers have to apologise for this? In all honesty, no. Should he do it again? Probably not. I can see why people think it's condescending and a wee bit of misconduct in there, but the reality is, I mean, if this was women's football and, you know, Shelley Kerr, for example, or another woman manager ended an interview and was like, good boy, and walked away, there would not be the same sort of outburst. There wouldn't be. That's just the facts of life, right, in 2024. If this was said 20 years ago, 40 years ago, 10 years ago, no one would really care, if we're being honest. No one would care. This wouldn't even be a video on Fog Football for me. It wouldn't be. But obviously I think you've got to look at the key factors. I think you could clearly tell in that interview that Brendan Rodgers was feeling the pressure of the game that had just happened. Because Brendan Rodgers at the start of the season was like, oh, Celtic fans, I'll see yous in May. Now he's talking about, oh, well, the story for this season, you think it's already written, but no, we're going to write it. Birthday card pish. I mean, that's what that is, right? And obviously, 2024, compared to the past, managers, players, they're all press trained. And what I think was Brendan Rodgers beginning to crack a little bit. Because even though most of us will think, I know there's Rangers fans out there, right, not including myself, that will think, oh, Brendan Rodgers, he's completely out of order here. But that's just due to the fact that he's a Celtic manager. If Philip Clement said the exact same thing, Celtic fans would be jumping on Clement and Rangers fans would be defending Clement. That's just how the rivalry works, right? But at the end of the day, I just think Brendan Rodgers has kind of cracked under the pressure. And that's not even me saying that he's completely said something outrageous. I just simply think in 2024 some things you just can't really say, and whatever your opinion on that can be whatever, but I think he's just kind of cracked and said a remark that is kind of unacceptable. I mean, I say it's your opinion, it's not even kind of unacceptable, man. But anyway, should he have to apologise? We'll have to wait and see. Will he apologise? I'm not even too sure. Should he? No, I don't think he should, I'll be honest. I don't think Brendan Rodgers should. But it just goes back to the rivalry. You know, Rangers fans, like a good percentage, are going to say that he should because he's Celtic's manager. And if it was Clement that said it, it'd be the exact same vice versa. So, until next time, peace.